Hello everyone, I am Dinitria with student number 2340302192, and it is my midterm test in English debate and critical thinking course. So today we have the motion, and the motion is this House would let the government fully own and manage all public transportation in Indonesia. So the first, as a government, we stand firmly in favor of the motion that the government should fully own and manage all public transportation in Indonesia. Our stance is based on three key arguments. It is efficiency, accessibility, and sustainability. The first is efficiency. Government ownership ensures centralized management, eliminating fragmented system caused by private operators. According to the Public Transport Reform Guideline, cities like Jakarta have seen improvement in service quality through initiatives like Jaklinggo integration. Opposition may claim that government systems are inefficient, but Transjakarta proves otherwise, as its centralized management has standardized and improvement service. The second is accessibility. Public transportation is a basic right. By fully owning and managing it, the government can prioritize affordability and inclusivity. For example, subsidies fares for Transjakarta buses have increased leadership among low-income groups. While opposition may argue that private operators can adapt better to local needs, these operators prioritize profit, often leaving underserved areas behind. And the third is sustainability. Government control allows for long-term planning, including investment in eco-friendly vehicles and infrastructure. The ASEAN Development Bank highlights the need for energy-efficient public transportation system. Private operators often lack the resources or incentives for such investment. Moreover, initial government investments might be costly, but they yield significant environmental and economic benefit over time. So, in conclusion, government ownership is the key to creating a unified, accessible, and sustainable transportation system. We urge you to support this motion for the betterment of Indonesia's future. And then, as opposition, we strongly oppose the motions arguing that full government ownership would lead to inefficiency, lack of innovations, and financial burden. First is inefficiency. The government monopolies often suffer from bureaucratic delays and mismanagement. The Asian Development Bank notes that decentralized systems can adapt more quickly to local needs, while the government claims that centralized systems improve service. Transjakarta's success cannot be generalized to all regions due to Indonesia's diverse transportation needs. The second is lack of innovation. Private companies are motivated by profit, leading to technological customers-focused solutions. For instance, ride-hailing services like Gojek have revolutionized urban mobility, offering convenience and flexibility that government systems struggle to match. Even if the government collaborates with tech companies, this partnership often lacks the competitive drive that propels private sector innovation. The third is financial burden. Managing all public transportation would require massive investment, straining the national budget. while government investment will yield benefits. These gains are long-term, whereas taxpayers will face immediate and heavy financial pressure. Collaborative models with private companies reduce this burden. So, in conclusion, full government ownership is not the solution. A collaborative approach between public and private sector ensures efficiency, innovation, and financial sustainability. And closing government, we reaffirm our stance that government ownership until for Indonesia's public transportation system. Let us address the opposition's concerns while strengthening our arguments. First is inefficiency. The opposition argues that centralized systems fail to address local needs. However, private operators often fragment the system and prioritize profitability, which harms service consistency. Government systems like Transjakarta have shown that centralized management can meet diverse needs through integrated planning. Second is innovation. While the opposition claims that private companies lead in technological advancement, the governments can also collaborate with tech firms to bring innovation into public systems. For instance, Linkous digital payment system exemplifies how government-led initiative can integrate private sector creativity without compromising public interest. Third is financial burden. The opposition highlights the strain on taxpayers, but it ignores the long-term benefits of government investment. Subsidies and public funding pave the way for sustainable development. The ASEAN Development Bank emphasized that initial investment in transportation infrastructure yields substantial economic growth and environmental saving. In conclusion, government ownership ensures a unified, accessible, and sustainable. Effectively countering the oppositions, we urge protection for Indonesia.